Anything that is worth having is worth paying the price for in persistence. Discipline and faith. This video should not be available for free. Why? Because the truths I am about to give you are the very same principles that men and women have paid fortunes to learn. The same ideas that transformed paupers into millionaires. The same wisdom that turned obscurity into greatness. Yet you are hearing them without charge. And that places a responsibility upon you, for knowledge that is given freely is often treated carelessly. People pay thousands for what they could have gained through attention and application, because the human mind values what costs it dearly. So I say to you, do not waste this moment. Do not dismiss these truths as common, simply because you did not purchase them. If you grasp them, live them, and persist in them, they will yield more than money. They will yield freedom on purpose and mastery. Imagine this. A man is drowning and someone throws him a rope. Does he pause to ask the price of the rope? No, he grabs it with all his strength, for his life depends upon it. That is how you must treat these words. They are not entertainment. They are not another distraction to pass the time. They are the rope that can pull you from drifting, from scarcity, from confusion, and set your feet firmly on the path of power. If you treat them lightly, you will drift another year, another decade, perhaps another lifetime. But if you seize them with urgency, this very hour could become the turning point of your life. Let me begin with the first truth. Success begins in the mind, not in the market, not in the bank, not in the favor of others. Every fortune ever built, every empire ever established, every breakthrough ever achieved was first nothing more than a thought, held with persistence, fed with belief, and acted upon with discipline. The tragedy is that most people allow their minds to be ruled by fear, doubt, and distraction. They rehearse their failures instead of their desires. They think more about obstacles than opportunities, and because their thoughts are weak, their results are weak. You must understand this law. The subconscious mind will give you whatever you feed it. If you tell it daily that you are poor, unworthy, and destined for mediocrity, it will arrange your actions, your habits, and your choices to fulfill that prophecy. But if you impress upon it the image of wealth, of strength, of persistence, it will begin to align your entire being to bring it into reality. The world outside you is only a reflection of the world inside you. Guard your thoughts as you would guard your fortune. For your thoughts are the fortune you have not yet received. The second truth, definiteness of purpose. The average man fails not because he lacks intelligence, but because he lacks direction. He is like a ship without a compass, tossed by every wave of circumstance, steered by the opinions of others, drifting wherever the winds of chance blow him. But the man with a definite purpose is unstoppable. He may be delayed, but he cannot be denied. He knows where he is going. And because he knows, every choice, every habit, every moment is bent toward his destination. Decide exactly what you want. Write it down. Speak it daily. Refuse to dilute it with uncertainty. Until you choose a definite purpose, you will wander. Once you choose it, the world will conspire to bring it forth. The third truth, burning desire. Wishes are weak. Casual interest produces casual results. But burning desire is the fuel that transforms vision into reality. It is the kind of desire that will not let you sleep until you have acted, the kind that drives you through rejection, the kind that pulls you back on your feet after failure knocks you down. Without burning desire, even the greatest plan collapses at the first obstacle. With it, even the weakest plan will eventually succeed. If you would achieve anything worthy, you must not simply want it. You must want it so fiercely that every fiber of your being is bent toward it. The fourth truth, persistence. Here lies the graveyard of most dreams. People begin with excitement but collapse at the first resistance. They try once, they fail, and they declare it impossible. But the man who persists, who rises after every fall, who adapts, who refuses to quit, that man cannot be stopped. Remember the miner who quits 3 feet from gold? Most people live their lives quitting 3 feet from greatness, never realizing how close they were. The difference between failure and success is often nothing more than the courage to continue one more step, one more day, one more attempt. The fifth truth, discipline. A man who cannot govern himself cannot govern anything. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control the opinions of others. But you can control your own thoughts, your own habits, your own actions. Wealth flows to the disciplined because discipline compounds. Every day you save instead of spend recklessly, you build wealth. Every day you study instead of wasting time, you build wisdom. Every day you persist instead of quitting, you build strength. Discipline is the invisible bridge between desire and achievement. Without it, desire burns out. With it, desire become destiny. The sixth truth, faith. Faith is not weak optimism. Faith is action in the face of uncertainty. Faith is working the plan even when the evidence of success is not yet visible. Faith is planting seeds in barren soil because you know the harvest will come. Every great achiever had faith before they had results. They moved forward when others stood still. They persisted when others mocked. They believed when others doubted. And because they believed, they acted. And because they acted, they succeeded. The seventh truth, environment. You cannot expect to rise if you surround yourself with the doubtful, the negative, the aimless. Association shapes belief. Belief shapes action. And action shapes destiny. If those around you do not support your vision, then limit their voice in your life. Seek out those who challenge you, inspire you, and sharpen you. Better to walk alone on the path of purpose than with a crowd on the road to nowhere. Now ask yourself, why should this video not be available for free? Because these truths, if grasped and lived, are worth more than any gold, more than any fortune. Men have paid with decades of struggle to discover them. Others have paid with fortunes for the chance to learn them. And here you have them, without charge. Do not insult them by treating them as common. To hear is easy. To apply is costly. Pay the price in discipline, and you will reap the reward in freedom. Look at your life as it stands today. Perhaps you feel weary, confused, burned out from effort with little return. Perhaps you fear the uncertainty of the economy, the instability of the world. Perhaps you wonder if your best years are behind you. I tell you plainly, your best years are not behind you. They are ahead of you. If you will choose now to adopt these truths and live them daily, you are not too late. You are not too weak. You are not too broken. But you must decide. Picture the life you desire. See it clearly. Wealth in abundance. Freedom of choice. Impact that outlives you. Peace that anchors you. Hold that vision. And now understand this. The only distance between that vision and your reality is whether you will apply these truths with persistence. So let me leave you with this charge. Do not treat this lightly. This video may be free, but the wisdom it contains is priceless. You cannot buy your way into success with money. You must buy your way with desire, faith, discipline, persistence, and clarity of purpose. Pay that price, and no obstacle can stop you.
Say these words within yourself. I will not waste this truth.
I will not drift another day. I will think with clarity, act with discipline, persist with faith, and pursue with burning desire. I will zeitz my definite purpose, and I will not quit until it is mine. This video should not be free, but it is. Treat it with the value it deserves, and it will repay you with a life you once thought impossible. Dismiss it, and you will drift back into mediocrity. The choice is yours, and it must be made now. For the one who acts, this day will mark the beginning of transformation. For the one who hesitates, it will be just another wasted chance. Decide, act, persist, succeed.